The cursed grave of Eve O'Connor. Deep within the heart of the once sleepy town of Willowbrook, a desolate cemetery hides a chilling secret. A tale that has been whispered among locals for generations. This is the legend of Eve O'Connor, a woman who was mistakenly buried alive, and whose tormented spirit still haunts the cemetery, terrorizing anyone who crosses her path. Eve O'Connor was a radiant young woman who graced Willowbrook during the latter half of the 19th century. She was known for her beauty, her effervescent spirit, and her ability to light up any room with her presence. But her life took a drastic turn when she fell critically ill, succumbing to an enigmatic ailment that baffled even the town's most experienced doctors. Dr. James Thatcher, a respected physician in Willowbrook, diagnosed Eve's condition as a grave one, offering little hope for recovery. Her condition continued to deteriorate, and she slipped into a seemingly endless, coma-like slumber that left her family heartbroken and convinced of her impending death. It was a bitterly cold winter's night when the decision was made to lay Eve to rest in Willowbrook's oldest cemetery. A violent storm raged outside, with rain lashing the windows and thunder shaking the very foundations of the town. The storm was so fierce that it caused a complete power outage, cutting off all means of communication. As Eve's casket was lowered into the icy ground, grave diggers worked swiftly to complete the burial, wanting to shelter her from the tempestuous weather. But amidst the relentless wind and thunderclaps, something extraordinary and bone-chilling occurred. Faint cries and muffled screams pierced the stormy night, sending shivers down the spines of those present. The grave diggers, alarmed and bewildered, hesitated for a moment, wondering if their ears were deceiving them. They considered the cries as mere echoes of the tempest, figments of their imagination. Yet, the cries persisted, growing louder and more desperate with each passing moment. It was as if a tormented soul was buried alive, clawing and screaming for release. One of the grave diggers, overwhelmed by a mounting sense of dread, seized a shovel and began frantically unearthing the freshly filled grave. In a horrifying and shocking twist, the gravedigger unearthed Eve's coffin. And to their collective horror, they found her still clinging to life. Her eyes were wide with terror, and her breath came in gasps. As she struggled to survive in the suffocating, frigid chamber she had been entombed within. Rushed back to the surface, Evelyn was resuscitated by the now hysterical town's doctor, Dr. Thatcher. The townsfolk were stunned by the revelation that Evelyn had been wrongly declared dead. Dr. Thatcher's grave misdiagnosis had nearly led to her untimely burial. Though Eve was physically saved, she was psychologically scarred by her near-death experience. The horror of being buried alive haunted her for the rest of her days, casting a perpetual shadow over her existence. Eve O'Connor eventually passed away several years later, but her spirit remained trapped in the earthly realm. It is said that she roams the cemetery to this very day, a tormented and vengeful soul, unable to find peace. Visitors to Willowbrook Cemetery, particularly on dark, stormy nights, have reported chilling encounters with Eve's vengeful apparition. She appears as a ghostly figure shrouded in a deathly aura, her eyes filled with inconsolable torment. Those who have witnessed her presence describe feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, a bone-deep chill that goes straight to the soul. Eve is known to haunt those who dare venture too close to her grave, her spectral form materializing from the shadows to deliver terrifying visions of her own burial. She is said to whisper her harrowing tale into the ears of those who approach, sharing her anguish and despair. Her wailing, mournful cries can be heard echoing through the graveyard, a harrowing reminder of the nightmare she endured. It is as if she seeks to share her torment, ensuring that no one forgets the unimaginable terror of being buried alive. The legend of Eve O'Connor stands as a warning, a reminder of the very real fear of premature burial. To this day, the cursed grave of Eve O'Connor continues to draw curious visitors, daring them to face the restless spirit who yearns to share her own nightmarish ordeal.
Thank you for visiting Raven Woods. If you've enjoyed our explorations, don't forget to subscribe and like, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Stay curious, stay daring, and keep wandering those winding paths of curiosity. We will see you in the shadows.